Jizza and RZA had the plan of doing this Wu-Tang thing, and so during that rebuilding stage, we kind of met and hooked up and started traveling from there. When Jizza went to the studio that night and they made Protect Your Neck, at that time in hip hop, there wasn't too many things going on. I mean, the gladiators of hip hop as we knew it at one time was still there, but they weren't really on fire. They wasn't really fiery as Long Live the King. They might have been a little bit more laid back on some Taste of Chocolate. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it wasn't at its fiery peak, you know? So, me, myself, I kind of was going towards the reggae era because that still had the fire and intensity of hip hop, you know, when it once was like in the Latin Quarter days, or you know when you know Rakim was on fire and he was doing his thing, you know, with Check Out My Melody and you know certain things, you know. So when I heard Protect Your Neck, it reminded me of hip hop at a time when hip hop was hip hop. I knew if the world heard Mr. Method Man for short, Mr. Meth, moving on your left, I knew if the world heard that, they were gonna love it. That was a very fun time to make that album. I mean, we all was in LA, we was in Cali for at least like 30 to 60 days. And you know, I love the West Side anyway, you know, but just being a part of that whole different vibe, you know what I mean, and just going to the studio every day and just living amongst brothers that you love. The main chess players in Wu-Tang are me, Jizza, and the RZA. Okay, Allah Math, he plays chess a little bit. Street Light plays a little chess. I whip all their asses. That's how I'll whip all their asses. That's how I'll rank it. Matter of fact, I just was whipping RZA ass the other night. I think having the freedom of being able to express your individual talent as far as a solo career, I think gave us the breathing room that we needed. So when we do come back together, it's love. I think our individual careers gave us the space and balance that when it's time to come back, and don't get me wrong, there's no family that's exempt from going through, you know, everyday things. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, anybody might get a little tired. You need a little space. You know, we're men. So, you know, but nobody's exempt from going through real things. But overall, I think us having the freedom of expressing our individual talents and then to come back together, I think that's what, you know, what held the bond, you know.